Hi everyone, welcome back. Yeah, it is November 10th and we're starting off with a haul. So I have 3 different hauls. I have my Funko haul, as you can see. I have a manga haul, and then I have my comic haul. So yeah. So the first Funkos I'm gonna start off is Superman. I have this, I think it's just recently came out. You can get Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and Green Lantern. I don't know what happened to the box. I don't know why it's damaged now. It was perfectly fine, in perfect condition. So something must have fallen on top of it, and I just didn't know. But I saw this, and I was like, I freaking need it, because I think this Funko looks good. And yeah, I just liked it, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna get it. I wasn't a huge fan of the Batman one. I do like the Wonder Woman one, and I do like the Green Lantern one, but I'm like, I think I'm just gonna get Superman for now, because I think he looks cool. And then I have the Batman, which is really cool. I've been wanting his Funko for a while, so I'm kind of like glad that I finally have him. I already have the Riddler, and I was indecisive between which Batman to get, but I got this one instead of this one. They were kind of like similar. It's kind of similar pose, but he's just holding different things. But I got this one instead. And yeah, hopefully they can fit on my shelf. I highly doubt it, but you know, I can always make it work somehow. Let's jump into the manga. It's All My Hero. If you guys know, My Hero has officially been completed in English. Anime is still airing. I haven't had the chance to watch the anime. I most likely will watch it, just not as it's airing, I think. Or we'll see. I don't know. But I have volume 41. This art is so good. And then here we have like the special editions of volumes 42. So I have Deku here. This is a Barnes & Noble exclusive. I don't know if the art for this is new or if it's old art, because this is giving old art. Like, this Deku illustration gives like Hirokoshi's old art, and this is what Hirokoshi's art looks like. And then I have volume 42, which is a Walmart exclusive, and this one, it's like that same old art style, but it gives newer art style. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm not a huge fan of this Deku cover. I mean, he looks amazing and the art is always great, but it's just like, I don't know, I wanted something within like this art style, you know what I mean? So we have them at the bottom, and then they also have a Todoroki one. That's a Books A Million exclusive. I saw it the other day and I was like, I don't know, I think I'm just gonna hold off on it for now. And I don't know if there's another exclusive, as far as I know. Kind of would have been cool if they had an All Might one, but it's just the same volume, just different covers. So yeah, when I went to Walmart, this was the only volume they had available, so I was like, it was meant to be. So really excited. I do need to get the regular cover one, which I really love, so who knows when I'll get the chance to get it. But yeah, I'm very close to completing My Hero. I just need a few more volumes, and then I'm have completed the series. I for sure will have to arrange My Hero shelf, because this won't fit on there, just because I have a lot of figures and I have a lot of extra stuff. I have My Hero Vigilantes as well. I have a couple volumes of that, so, and then a couple like team up ones as well. So alright, moving on to the comic haul. It is a pretty big haul just because I haven't been to the comic store in a couple weeks, so I like to go every couple of weeks, just so I can pick them up in bulk. Yeah, so first off, we're starting off with Supernatural. I'm so excited. If you guys don't know, I actually do really love Supernatural. I have, like, this was like years ago. Oh my god, I was still in school. And I just came across Supernatural. So I'm like, okay, it looks good. I'm just gonna watch it and see if I like it. I ended up binge watching like all 9 seasons that they had available at that time. So, yeah, I can't remember how many seasons it has now. But I haven't watched the last season. And I've been wanting to rewatch Supernatural. So, I don't know when I'll get to that. But, yeah, I love Supernatural. We have Sam and Dean on here on the cover. Yeah, I just got these like a couple days ago, not too long ago, so I can't really say. But I think I don't know how long this is gonna be, but I know there's like up to 4 issues, and the 4th issue doesn't release until like sometime in 2026. So yeah, they had a lot of variant covers. I think some of the variant covers had like the actors, Jensen, and Jared on there, but I wasn't really interested in a lot of covers, so I just got this one. So yeah, really excited. Yeah, I didn't know Supernatural had comics. I know they had books because it was mentioned in the series, but this is the first time I'm seeing them, so I'm really excited for that. Next I have this one. I honestly don't know. I don't know nothing about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so I don't know if this was put in my pull box just by mistake. But the art is cool. I haven't seen the animated movie, but I hear it was really, really good. So, that's pretty amazing. So I don't know. I don't even know if I paid for it. Even if I did, it doesn't really matter. So, I have that, which I guess is kind of cool. And then Sonic Comics, I have the Chaotix Team 30th anniversary. It's just a one-shot, and I love the Chaotix Team. They're like one of my favorites. Ooh, look at that. My favorite character is SBO. I love SBO. I think I love the way he's designed. I just think he's a really, really cool character. So, yeah. I have this cover. This is A cover. No, this is B cover. This is the A cover. And the variant cover. I've heard that this is going up for like $60 now or something like that, which is insane. So, yes. Also, for my comic store, I won like a $15 gift card, so that was used towards my purchase, which is great, or towards one of my comics. I think this was originally $35 or something like that, and it brought it down to $20. So super duper excited. I love this one. So gorgeous. All right, and then moving on to like Marvel things. I think the only Marvel things I have is the Amazing Spider-Man. I have issue 14. Not gonna flip through it just because I'm not caught up yet, so I'm not gonna read through that. And then we have the Streetverse by In-hyuk Lee. Really, really pretty. They also had like a bunch of other like not for Spider-Man, for like different characters in different series, so thought that was really cool. I like this one, so it's gorgeous. Haven't read it, but I do want to get caught up with my reading. I'm starting to finish a book that one of my coworkers lent me that I had for almost a year, so I'm almost done. I need less than 100 pages for that, and then I'm gonna start reading all the comics that I have, or I need to catch up. And so yeah, we're moving to DC stuff now. So I have Night Fights from like the Knockout series, I believe. I don't know, there's like a bunch of things. There's like the Green Lantern ones, there's like the one that has like Superboy and like all the other teens, or some of the teens. I don't know if I'll pick that one up yet, but I keep seeing little snippets of this. I keep seeing this one. Is it this one? No, it's not this one, but I'm not gonna spoil it just because I haven't read it. But yeah, it's only 4 issues long, so it shouldn't be that long. It should be a quick read. And I'm excited. Like I said, I have seen a bunch of panels of the comic so far, so I'm excited. I guess I'm just gonna flip through some of the pages. It's Damien. It's the Robins. I love them. But yeah. And then I have Nightwing issue 131. I don't collect Nightwing yet. Especially his singles. Because it's expensive. But I only got it because the cover artist is Sustin Nguyen? I always feel like I'm pronouncing that wrong, and I don't. Anyways, got this cover just because he was doing the art for it, and you guys know I love his art, so that was the reason I picked this up. So yeah, 131. Jeez, that's long. And then I have Absolute Batman the Annual. I've also heard this is going up for a lot of money, like $30 something or something, I don't know, but I've seen some of the panels for the series, so yeah, I look at that. Oh, it's so cool. But yeah, I haven't been able to read Absolute Batman just yet. I do want to like get it going just because we're almost at the point where like Batman and I believe Wonder Woman are gonna meet or something like that, so I need to get my game up. So yeah, I feel like once I get caught up, I'll read this one. I don't think I need to read Absolute Batman in order to read this one, but that's kind of the way I roll. That's kind of the way I want to do it. So yeah, then I have Batman issue 3. It looks like that's the Riddler. Haven't had the chance to read this, so I can't say anything about it, but I can say that this panel has been going everywhere on Twitter of Bernard, and people were like, why did Bernard got twinkified? And people were like, oh my god, Bernard made me laugh, because people either love Bernard, hate Bernard, or people just don't really care or are neutral about it. So he was being really sassy with Bruce, and I thought that was funny. I did read this panel. Like I said, I've seen it on Twitter, so I thought it was really funny. And then I have Immortal Legend Batman, the Riddler. The Riddler looks like, he reminds me of Loki. Like, damn. Anyways, I haven't had a chance to read this, so I can't really say anything. No thoughts, no opinions, no nothing yet. Then we have Flash number 8. I think Flash releases once a month, I believe, so I shouldn't be that far behind. I can get caught up pretty quickly, so yeah, I love this artist. I'm not gonna even try to pronounce that, but I love the covers for Flash. I think a lot of them is just so pretty, and I feel like I want them all, but I can't have them all because otherwise it's gonna be a lot of money. So but yeah, I always pick out my favorites, and if I have more than 1 or 2, maybe I'll consider picking it up, but I usually try to stick to 1. Usually, not always. And the last thing I have is the new history of the DC universe. As you can see, we have a lot of characters that we already know, like Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman. I know we have the Super Sons here, Nightwing, and then I know some of these, but I just don't remember their names. So it's really cool. I am missing issue 2, so once I get that, I'll be ready to go and be able to read the series. And then I got a variant cover because I'm so the artist for this one is Dan Mora, and I saw John Ken and I saw my Super Son boys, and I was like, I need it. He's so cute. He's so adorable. That's my boy. That's my baby right there. So yeah, I got them because I was like, yes, I need that. I need that cover. He's so cute. So yeah. Hi everyone. It is December 9th. I don't know when was the last time I made a video. I think it was back in November still. But I do have a pretty big comic haul, so we're gonna start with that. And yeah, I think November and December might be all in one video, just because I don't think I got a lot in November. I have all of my like most of my November polls here. I got it like maybe like a week ago or so. So yeah, so yeah, I'm excited. So I'm gonna start off with these comics that I got from a different store. It was like a day trip, so we went up there. They have like this really cool like comic store. They have a lot of like card stuff, like all that like Pokemon and like other card stuff. This time they have a bunch of like vinyls and CDs, so that was kind of cool. And they have like this whole like set up for like people who like play Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh and all that stuff, so that was really cool. So yeah, they didn't have a lot of comics that I really wanted. I only picked up like 3 in total, but yeah. Here I have Superman Red and Blue. It's a 2025 special. I'm excited. I've seen like some panels of this and the art for this already, so I thought it was really cool. And yeah, I really like the art here. I think it's really cool too. Like, it's just all literally blue, red, and black, which I think is really nice. But yeah, so I have that. And then this is an issue that I wanted for so long. I haven't read this series yet, but I really wanted it because the art is by Dan Mora. And then look at them, they're so adorable. I love them. I did wanted to pick this up when it was being released, but I was just like, I don't know, maybe not. Like, I don't feel like it's worth it for me to get this cover just because I don't know nothing about this series. I do want to read this though, but I'm just kind of probably gonna wait until like I get like a hardcover or something. So yeah, I just really like this cover, so that's why I wanted it. And then I got the Mortal Thor, the first issue. This was also something I really wanted to pick up, but I kind of didn't. I'm not sure how many issues it is in so far, but like reading kind of like the synopsis of it was really interesting. So I haven't really read a Thor comic, so this is gonna be exciting. I'm not sure if this is a series I will pick up, but I really did also like the cover art for this, and yeah, so I have those 3 issues from that one comic store that I went to. And then for all of my pulls and everything, big stack like always. So here we have Supernatural issue 2. I haven't had the chance to read this. I was actually pretty sick for the entire month of November, so I didn't really get any reading done or anything. It was actually pretty horrible. So yeah, here's the first issue. I know, like, I don't know if it's like a Supernatural like crossover or something. I know there's a series called The Boys. I know like this much about it, and all the actors, not all the actors, but the main cast, like Jensen Ackles, Jerry Padalecki, and Misha Collins are all like in that series. So I'm like, what's going on? So I honestly don't know. I do want to rewatch Supernatural, but just don't really have the time, and I think it has been removed from Netflix, so I can't remember what streaming services is on at the moment. So but yeah, I'm excited to have that. Here I have issue 16 of The Amazing Spider-Man. Like I said, I haven't read a lot of these, or I'm not even caught up, just because I've been really sick the entire month of November. So it's been a month, y'all. It's been a couple weeks. It's been rough. Then we have this Batman and Deadpool cover. As you can see, it's Gambit, if I'm right, and Robin. I think that's his name. As you can see, I don't really know a lot about X-Men characters, but I do think these are different series. I don't know, or I don't, hold on. Maybe not. Okay, I guess I do think it is different. Because in the previous one, I remember the Wonder Woman and Captain America. And then we have Constantine and Doctor Strange. Okay, I do think it's different, so that's pretty cool. So, kind of got this this issue because it had Robin, and it was kind of one of the few covers that I really like, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Then we have Immortal Legend Batman, issue number 4. Cover is amazing as always. It's kind of hard with like a lot of the Batman series to like pick out a cover because they're all are so amazing. And then I have Nightwing 132. You guys gotta know that I got this because Dustin Nguyen, if I'm pronouncing that right. I always feel like I'm butchering his name. But cover art, love it. I was like, yes, I need it. So here, I love this. Such a beautiful cover. Would want to put it up in my wall someday, but I don't have the wall space for that. And then we have DC KO issue number 2. I was supposed to get the Dan Mora of the Absolute trio, but it kind of got mixed up with a different cover, so I just did not end up getting that one. I did contact I contact them to let them know. We'll see if I get it. If I don't, it's not honestly a big deal. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. Then I have Flash number 9. The same issue happened with the cover issues. I wanted like a different cover. I can't remember which one I wanted. This one's not bad. It's just not really my favorite. So this cover too is really good too. I really love it. But yeah. Here we have Batman Static Beyond issue number 1. I have first issues and different covers. As you can see, Dustin again. Love his art. So that's why I got it. And yeah, it's kind of exciting to read this when I get the chance. And then I have Batman and Robin issue 27. So I have this one that has the Super Sons again, and you know, Batman and Superman. I'm so excited. I don't remember if they show up on this. I think they do, so that's pretty exciting. Haven't started the series, so I can't tell you. And then I have this Robin cover, and then Batman in the background, but looks like a baddie. And then this one as well. I'm discovering this artist, Ashley Wood. Amazing art. Like, wow, like I love it. So I got this one. I think I got like literally all the covers for Batman and Robin. And last but not least, for my pulls, I got Sonic issue 82. Literally have no idea what's going on, so I can't really tell you. I'm really behind on Sonic. I love this cover. I love the colors for this. I think it's so pretty. And then obviously I got the cover by Natalie. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my pulls. Pretty big stack, I would say. Kind of do want to, you know, catch up because I'm super behind. And then I just have a couple random things that I got. So one of the first things I got is Kingsmaker, the first volume. Kingsmaker is one of my favorite manhwas. I love Haga. I love the art. I love everything about Kingsmaker. Like the first time I read Kingsmaker, it was life-changing, like, to me. But I love the characters. I love the art. I love the story. And yeah, I do believe this series is PG-13. And that was something that people were really upset about it. I can't remember if like the first, like, there's Kingsmaker and there's Kingsmaker Triple Crown. That's like a couple years later. This is kind of like when they're a little bit younger. But I can't remember if this one has like anything crazy like smut wise. So it's been a while since I read it, so I'm really due for a reread, so I'm excited to have that in my collection. It's a little beat up, but I don't really care. I think it's gonna be a well-loved series, and I really love Kingsmaker. I've been waiting for this day. I do believe I have the first 3 volumes of Triple Crown in Korean. So yeah, one day I'll get more Kingsmaker merch, but it's kind of expensive. And then I went to Half Price Books, found this, and I was like, I'm getting it for like $10. Yeah, I'm getting it. So it's just Sonic the Hedgehog 30th anniversary. And yeah, it's pretty cool. And then at the last one, you get to see the covers. Oh, they're so gorgeous. They're so gorgeous. One day, if I ever get my hands on this, guys, one day. And yeah, so I thought that was cool. It was only kind of like the only Sonic comics they had. And then I also went thrifting that same day, so I found all of these Nintendogs games. It was crazy. They were like $9 each, and they all have like their manuals and things like that. So I really thought that was really, really cool. So we have the Chihuahua and Friends, Dash Hound and Friends, and Lab and Friends. And I was like, I'm gonna get it. So I got them. And that's really exciting. Haven't had the chance to play it. There's a lot of things that I want to do and play, but haven't had the chance. And that's pretty much it for all my comics and like video games. Oh, I actually have one more item. It's right behind me. It's a Funko Pop, and it's a Nanami Funko Pop. If you guys know, Nanami is absolutely one of my favorite JJK characters, other than like the rest of them. But Funko was doing not Funko. It was GameStop. They were doing like buy 2 get 1 free or something like that. I got 2 FNAF Bonnies, and then this one Bonnie for myself, and then the other Bonnie is for a Christmas gift from my cousin. So she's been really into FNAF, so I was like, oh, that's crazy, because I've been it's been like 11 years or so, and I've always been into FNAF. So finally got the Funkos. I'm not going to show that yet, because I do want to make a little FNAF haul. Kind of have like a pretty decent FNAF haul, and I've been, ever since the second movie came out, y'all, it's been crazy. I've been watching Security Breach gameplays, mainly Corey Kenshin's. I love Security Breach, for y'all. Oh my god, I'm like straight. I love Security Breach. Like, one of my favorite animatronics is Glam Rock Freddy. Love Glam. Oh my, he's literally my favorite, y'all. Other than Bonnie. Bonnie is like my top favorite, but like my second favorite is Glam Rock Freddy. And then like Helpy. Who else do I like? I like Glamrock Bonnie. Like, any variation of Bonnie I love. The only one that I didn't really vibe with was Toy Bonnie. Like, I don't know what it was about Toy Bonnie. I was like, the first time I saw him when the game was released, I thought he was fucking ugly. Actually, when the trailers were releasing and like all the teasers that Scott Cawthon was doing, I thought he was ugly, and I was a fucking hater. And then little by little, it kept growing on me, and it's like slowly starting to grow on me, but yeah. So yeah, got him. I realized I didn't have a Nanami Funko, so I was like, that's crazy. And it's from the Shibuya incident, so if you know, you know. But yeah, I'm not sure who's gonna fit in my JJK shelves. I have 2 shelves kind of dedicated to them. One holds like all the Funkos and like some figures that I have. The other holds manga and more figures, so we'll see. I can always make space some way, somehow. But yeah, I'm excited. And I think that's pretty much it for this haul so far. I'm not sure if I'm going to make another haul for the month of December. But we'll see.